Hello, this tutorial covers the volume of pyramids and cones. Will assist with home learning side of 9.4. Now I'm attempting to do this with my 9-month-old son Avery in my lap, so if you hear a little extra noises, that's him, but I'll try to keep him as quiet as possible. Alright, so with pyramids and cones, it's pretty much the same concept as when you found the volume of prisms and cylinders. The only difference is you just divide by 3. So you take the area of the base, multiply by the height. The height's going to be the distance from the top, apex, vertex, whatever you call it, down to the center of the base. That'll be the height. So again, it's the area of the base times the height, but then we would divide by 3, and that's going to be for cones and pyramids. Okay. So for example, here we would just do got to find the area of the rectangle, so 21 times 9, and then we do times 5 and divide by 3, and that would be it. So for the home learning, over here, let's see. So for number 1, now we've got the triangular base here. Okay, so notice we to find the area of a triangle, you just, if you have a right angle, if it's a right triangle, we just multiply the base times or the 2 lines that make up the right angle. So 12 times 3.7. So it would be volume of, so it'd be the area of the triangle times the height. That's going to be the height, which is going to be this 8 right there, divided by 3. Okay, so now the area of the triangle, yeah, is going to be 12 times 3.7 divided by 2. Okay, so that is going to be, this is right here, this goes there. Okay, so that times the height, which is 8, and then divided by 3, and that's going to be it. All right, number 2. So let's see, we've got, so again, volume equals so this is going to be pi r squared, so that's the area of the base, which is a circle, times the height of the cone times, or divided by 3. So the height's just going to be this right there, so the height would be 11. The radius is going to be 9.5, as we divide 19 by 2. So you got 9.5 is going to go there, 11 is going to go there, multiply together, times 3.14, divided by 3, and that's it. All right, let's see, number 3. All right, so this time we have the slant height, but we need the height. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So we're going to create a right triangle like this. Okay, and so we got like that. All right, so the slant height is 24. This part right there is going to be half of 17. Oops, sorry. I just realized you couldn't see that. So what I did was I created a right triangle right here. And drew it right there. We got 24 as the slant height, and we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. And so we take half of 17, which is going to be 8.5. Okay, so this is going to be the height. So we got h squared plus 8.5 squared equals 24 squared. Okay, and we're going to solve for h. And then what we're going to do is it's just going to be pi r squared times h divided by 3. So h, whatever we get right here, is going to go there. Radius squared, the radius is going to be 8.5, that will go there, times 3.14 divided by 3. Okay. Number 4, so we've got the height there. Let's see, we've got, looks like 16 and 16. So we're going to have to, we've got the area at the base, which is a triangle, and then times the height divided by 3. So this is the triangle right there. So 16, 16, 16. So we're going to have, this is an equilateral triangle. Sorry, my son's getting a little antsy. We're almost done, bud. And so we're going to have to use, actually can do one of 2 things. We will make a right triangle like this. Okay, so what's going to happen is the right side of this is going to look like that. So that's going to be 16. That will be 8, and that will be a right angle. So this is going to be 60 right there because it's equilateral. So you got one of 2 options. You can either do the Pythagorean theorem, h squared plus 8 squared equals 16 squared. Do it that way, or if you can remember the shortcut, hopefully you guys will, there's a relationship between the short side and the long side. The short side's half the distance, half the length of the hypotenuse, and we multiply. Do you remember what we multiply the short side by? It's radical 3. So h would be 8 radical 3. Okay, 8 radical 3. Okay, so the area of the triangle is base times height divided by 2. So the height is 8 radical 3, and the base is 16. So 8 radical 3, put that in the calculator, times 16 divided by 2. Or another way to do it, so that's be like this, 16 times 8 radical 3 by 2, so that reduces to 8, so it's 8 times 8 radical 3, or 64 times radical 3. All right, so 64 times radical 3, it's going to be here, there, times 24 divided by 3. Well, really, since it's 24 divided by 3, that converts to 8, so it's just 64 radical 3 times 8. All right, last one. Uh-oh. So now we've got this problem that tells us to find the volume of this shaded section right here. So what we're going to do is find the volume of the whole entire cone, and then we're going to just find the volume of this part right here, and then subtract the two. So you've got the volume of, let's call this cone 1, that's the big one, volume cone 2, and subtract them, right? So we got pi r squared h divided by 3, pi r squared h divided by 3. Okay, so all you need is the radius and the height for both of those little figures. So the big one right here, 18, is the diameter, so 9 would be the radius that's going to go there. The height, so it looks like that's 15 and that's 10, so that means the whole entire height is 25. Height's 25, radius would be 9. So 25 times 9 times 3.14 divided by 3. Yep, Dad's right here, I'm almost done. All right, and then minus, so you've got the, let's see, does this give us, no, it looks like we don't have the diameter, so we're going to have to use the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so the height would be 10, but we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem right here, or wait, no, I believe that right there is 8, or that right there is the diameter, so we do have that, so that's cool. So 4 would be the radius, square it, times height, which is 10, times 3.14, divided by 3. Once you get those, subtract the 2, and that's it.